Welcome back, Dodecadorks. We're the 12-sided guys. I'm Matt, and I'm playing as Dirk Wagner. Yeah, that's right. We got Sabrina as Nora.
Oh, hey there, folks.
We got Jordan as Sorek.
I doubt that.
We got Tana as Echo.
Hey, y'all.
And as the DM, it's Scott.
I am not prepared at all.
You know, guys, with all the turmoil in the world right now, it feels like the only constant is change, am I right? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
Oh, Boise.
Boy, tell me about it.
Yeah. What with that one thing there, and then when they were all like, but this, and then they did that stuff. And,
I didn't like that
and
stuff.
The prices, sheesh.
Yeah.
Sorry to get political here, everyone, but it has to be said.
The things went up and the things went down.
Right. You know, but
I
at
was
times like
unhappy
this,
at both times.
This sounds like an infomercial thing.
But in times like these, guys, it's nice to know that some things never change. Like how great it feels to rate this podcast and share it with your friends.
People love it when you share podcasts with them.
It's true.
And you know what they can't take away from you, even though we know they'd love to? Joining the 12-sided guys and other dodecadorks on Discord, where you're still free to share your thoughts on that thing or those other bits of stuff.
And yeah, please just ignore that one of our rules explicitly is no politics talk.
Yeah, I know. Guys.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
man. I didn't know I was bound by that.
Yeah. We can talk politics. You can't talk politics.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, good. Okay. Whew.
You guys remember those prices we were talking about earlier? Ugh, one thing that hasn't changed, though, is just how affordable our Patreon and the 12-sided guys shop are. Support freedom. Support us. Yes, with all the things and stuff and bits of stuff and things. Let 12-sided guys be your constant, your anchor in the storm cloud of things and the choppy waves of other things. Anyway, if you ever started a new playthrough telling yourself that this time would be different and you were totally going to be a heavily armored destruction mage, but somehow revert back to being a sneaky archer before you even collect the golden claw, then this podcast is for you. It's Reaper's Requiem, episode 26.
Classic.
Everybody makes that joke, but I loved going in as like barbarian style, just hack and slash in Skyrim.
I loved it until I would get peppered by like dwarven, like I get it, not dwarven, the ballistas, and they'd shoot me from afar while I'm trying to take care of a bunch of dwarven spheres.
I did a challenge run where I did a stealth enchant, or what was I did a stealth mage where I was just dominating people. So I would like hide and make them fight each other.
Oh, no.
And that was like the only way I killed anything the whole game.
How did
And
you
it
ever
was
level up?
amazing.
You kept your hands
I
clean.
leveled up a ton.
I mean, just in enchanting though, right?
Sneaky?
Sneaking, and then I summoned, and yeah, like I would do, it was like pure magic build and sneaking, but then like I wouldn't actually like cast spells to harm people. I would just like make them harm each other. I did have to have like fireballs and stuff for the like the bosses and things.
Oh man. Yeah, nope. I always end up with a bow.
It'd be fun to try, like, I've seen like those people doing like pacifist runs. And it would be kind of fun to give that a shot.
Have you seen the group surfer where all the NPCs are played by people?
No. No.
Wait, what?
I swear I've seen it on TikTok. I don't think I'm making this up. Yeah. I don't know. Don't
Are you
quote me.
AI hallucinating, Matt?
I probably was. I mean, you guys heard my intro. I will say the bits of stuff and things and other bits of things, that is heavily inspired by Cody Johnston. He used to do this character where he was a scientist who talked about the mysteries of the world. And he was Dr. Bug something. Dr. Scott Bug. Anyway, I think that's his name. It's super funny. Love that guy.
Okay. You guys are going to get a look inside Echo's head.
I love it in here. It's gorgeous.
it's neatly furnished.
No leopards.
I was going to say, could use more leopards.
Very tasteful.
Just a
gonna say-
lot of George O'Keeffe paintings.
There's a glaring lack, though, of horse erotica. So
Okay, focus up. Remember what Dirk said. There's danger lurking around every corner, and nothing is safe, and the Duke's well-being, and thus the future of Ravaloon, and possibly all of Narravethis, rests squarely on your shoulders. No problem. That's why they called in the big guns. Here, Echo flexes surreptitiously. I'm a ghost. Nobody sees me, but I see all. The others are working the crowd just like we planned. Nora's got her eye on Alexia. The boys have the other dukes and the former duke, I guess. Gods, I don't know how anybody keeps track of all this royalty. And all this show for a king nobody can remember. I wonder how many of those folks vying for the crown realize that none of the people we passed with our little procession were crying over some forgotten nobility. Fealty's just a smokescreen for their personal grief, and I know Duke Varnmore doesn't get it, or the young Duke Morent. Alexia might. Maybe. I think she'd make a pretty good ruler, as long as she kicks Rennick to the curb first. I know my lady don't want no scrub. Oh.
You know what? I did see him in the passenger side of his best friend's ride.
If his best friend was the toilet.
Oh, now Dirk's talking to that nice satyr man. I sure wish his little kobold friend was here too. I wonder if I should examine why everyone I have meaningful interactions with suddenly makes themselves real scarce. Like there was Scalesworn Holt and Sir Quinnsfeather. Even Maris had to hightail it out of here. I wonder if she's around. Maybe watching things from a little ways off. Oh man, I hope she still recognizes me in these altar boy robes. Here, Echo flexes much less surreptitiously. I don't know why Dirk suddenly got all skeptical of her. She's already helped us out a bunch and she's done way less betraying than Denny. And we kept him around for ages. Anyway, task at hand. Okay, so there's the librarian, that terrible hack journalist, the Queen's brother and his wife. Give them all a quick little ocular pat down and yeah, checks out, good to go. Everything looks clear. Everything looks clear. No sign of anyone who was once on fire or will soon be on fire or seems in any way adjacent to fire-like activities, which that's a relief. Can you imagine how much damage someone could do if they tried something with all these once and future leaders present? And I don't think that's prescient at all.
Yeah.
I don't think, no foreshadowing there.
No.
yeah, we all glare intensely at Scott.
Yeah. Then cue the fire dancers.
The last time we were together, the party joined the funeral procession through the city. And they stopped off at the temple quarter. They met up with some of the high priests and priestesses, and then made their way back to the Silent Bloom Fields, which is the graveyard just south of the Hall of Petals. And in fact, the north wall of this graveyard is a shared wall with the battlements for the Hall of Petals. The players find themselves arranged in this funeral procession. The Duke's Varnmore, Duke Varnmore is on the western side, alongside Alexia and her brother and sister-in-law. And then Duke Grend and his retinue on the eastern side of this pathway. And also on that side is Duke Rennick Morent and his father Albrecht, and then their retinue. At the front of the procession, kind of at the under the eaves of this tall mausoleum, there stands the 4 high priests and priestesses from the different churches in the city. You got Coalfather Borin Hearthforge, Guardian Seraphine Ashroot, Keeper of the Last Verse Silavia Runal, and Thorn Maiden Ilawan Voss. They stand kind of at the head of this procession with the deceased king in his still floating coffin that is just piled, all massive mound of flowers of all different varieties covering the top of this coffin. There's no stone lid, there's no lid for it. It's open faced, but you can't see him. You can't see Aldrich anymore because he's covered in flowers. the rest of the procession, there's a bunch of noble people kind of milling about just to the south of this walkway leading up to the mausoleum. And then the soldiers for all the different houses have kind of positioned themselves near the entrance to the graveyard. The players find themselves kind of scattered throughout. They had been talking to different people, but at this point, the procession starts. Coldfather Boren steps forward. He's carrying a small bowl of embers, and he kind of kneels on one knee by the king, and he starts offering a prayer. And then he stands up and he dips his fingers into the coal, and he takes some of the ashes, and he starts drawing a sigil at the head of the coffin for the king. And he steps back, and then Guardian Seraphina steps up, and she similarly goes down on one knee, and she starts offering a prayer. She is not carrying coal or anything, any adornments like that. So she offers a quiet prayer, and then she takes a position at the top under the mausoleum eaves as well. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
As I continue describing what's going on.
Ooh, Dirk got a 19 for a dirty 20.
Retro. Echo got a 10.
Nora
Okay.
got a nat 20 for a 26.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And Sork got a 9.
Nice. Okay. At that, the keeper of the last verse, Salavia, steps up. She has her face veiled, and she goes down on one knee as well. And the prayer that she offers is actually a hum. She doesn't say any words, but she hums like a quiet tune that only those that are like really close can hear. In fact, I think the only players that would be able to hear it would be Sorik and Nora. Nora, you are familiar with this. This is a prayer that's regularly offered by the adherents to the Temple of Mirren.
Praise be her.
Mm-hmm. So she's offering a prayer, as you would know, your character would know, that Mirren has her mouth sewn shut, so she doesn't use words, but she does hum. And so most of the singing and most of the music that's observed within that faith is humming instead of actual singing. So she offers her song or her humming, and then she stands up. Echo and Sorik, the both of you begin to weep, and tears just start running down your cheeks. And I need everyone to make a perception check as well.
I perceive that I'm sad. I rolled a nat 1 for a 4.
Nora got an 18.
Dude, Dirk with another 19 for a dirty 20.
Yeah, Echo got a dirty 20 as well.
Dude, I am dogging it tonight.
Okay. So, Sorik, you have like mixed emotions. You don't feel like you should be crying, but you are 100% crying. Nora,
I'm a
You-
tough boy.
you start crying, and you immediately clock that everyone in the whole funeral procession starts crying at the exact
Oh
same
no.
moment.
Oh no.
Wait, hold on. Nora, you passed your wisdom save. That was my mistake. Sorry. Echo, you're the one crying, not Nora.
Yeah.
So you notice that everyone else is crying too, Echo. But you're crying right along with them. Dirk and Nora, the both of you immediately see through this illusion. You do know that there are tears streaming down your faces, and to outside observers that aren't seeing through the illusion, you know that you would look like you're sobbing too, but you can see through it. And then as Dirk and Nora, as you kind of look through, like everyone gathered, everyone there is just sobbing. And you know that this is an illusion. This is not real.
Oh, weird. Can I make an Arcana check to tell like where it's coming from?
Yeah.
And can I make a history check to see if this is like common at like a state funeral to invoke this kind of a effect?
Damn, I am on fire tonight. I got a 21.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yes.
Let's not fight though, because then my rolls are going to tank.
So Nora, you clock that this is an illusion spell. Someone has cast something from the School of Illusion, and it's kind of centered around everyone here. You don't detect anything that would physically harm anyone. You know that this is purely cosmetic and a
Can I
pretty
tell where it's
low
coming from?
level. It is centered on, like, you clock it immediately. It is centered on Sir Eldrin Colm.
Oh no. Oh man. Laughing skulls and fake tears.
It's the essence of wetness, guys.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God, man.
God damn it.
Oh.
Selavia stands and she resumes her position under the eaves, and then Thornmaiden Ilawan Voss steps forward. He's holding scales, and he goes down on one knee as well. And the scales that he's holding, he takes some of the petals from the flowers on the coffin, and he puts them on either side, and he starts offering a prayer. And then he actually places the scales into the coffin. Some time passes as they go and they share words, and they have these prayers. And so maybe 20, 30 minutes have passed during this whole procession, and everyone is crying the whole time. And when Thornmaiden Voss finishes his prayer, the spell starts to dissipate. And people start...
I don't know, it came over me just then. It was beautiful, though.
And so the crying slowly starts to stop, and the procession ends. Alexia steps forward after the prayers are offered, and she kind of pushes some of the flowers aside, and she leans down and she gives her deceased husband a final kiss, and then she pushes the flowers back over his face, and she steps back next to Captain Lennox that was standing with her, and the guards that are under the eaves next to the priests, they open the door into the mausoleum, and then the wizard that was part of the royal guard and funeral procession starts saying some magical incantation again, and the coffin resumes its slow pace back through and enters the mausoleum. When it crosses the threshold, one of the guards goes and shuts the door behind it.
All right, so when's lunch? They're catering, right? Like, when's lunch?
Who are you guys asking?
Oh, I was making small talk there with the Sir of the Velvet Antlers.
Oh, yeah.
Sir of the Velvet Antlers.
Yes. You may call me of the Velvet Antlers, or just of, if you'd like. He says, yes, lunch I believe is after
A satyr
this.
called of.
Yes, I believe we're all headed to the Hall of Petals after this for a feast.
Dirk is still on edge. He's surprised that nothing has happened here, except for this the crying thing.
Yeah, while everybody's kind of distracted, Nora will kind of lean into Sorik and say, I think that crying stunt was, well, it was courtesy of our good ex-Duke Cole. I don't know if he's planning on doing anything else, but keep an eye on him. Not that you don't have your eyes everywhere else, but on him too.
Stun? You said? Yeah, totally. That was clearly a trick.
I know you wouldn't cry, Zorik.
No, I'm fine. I'm just fine. Excuse me.
Is he like excusing himself?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think Sorik, honestly, he probably he failed his perception check, so it's dawning on him now, like, oh, that was a trick. And now he's like, oh, I suppose you're probably right. Didn't he say that there would be something involving water?
Yeah, I guess this could be it. I guess that was a relatively harmless prank, so that's fine, I suppose. I'm not even really sure who would be that upset by it, but I don't know. I feel like this guy really likes to make a scene, so maybe let's just keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, I feel like it's probably well for us to get out of here now and, I guess reconvene at the Petaled Throne.
Sharn is standing next to Nora, Sorik, and Echo, and she kind of whispers quietly to the three of you. She says, "Before we return to the Hall of Petals, I think we better sneak a quick chat with the Duke. Now, there is a procession, and there's an order that we're supposed to approach the hall, but I've been thinking on something, and I want to make sure that we're all aligned."
Understood. Yes. My Duke Grend, perhaps we could have a moment then and discuss something. Sorik will look over towards Dirk and with his head kind of say signal to come join us.
Dirk is finishing up his question. He's like, so I know, are we thinking small plates, or does fish feature pretty prominently in the cuisine here? Oh, they want me over there. I'll see you at the grub. And Dirk will head over to the group.
Okay, guys, now that Dirk's back, remember we have to speak out loud. We can't just talk in our minds anymore. Oh, hey, Dirk.
At this point, the funeral has mostly stopped, and people are kind of milling about and spreading out and having quiet conversations. It's still pretty somber, so you guys can find a secluded spot where no one is actively listening.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll kind of gather around this fountain so we can kind of chat.
Maybe the sound of the water will help muffle our conversation too.
And it'll, mask. It's the fountain. That's why my face is wet. Because the fountain is right here.
Yeah, all that splashing.
I'm not crying. It's just been raining on my face.
That's right.
Yes.
It's just been cutting up onions.
So as you guys kind of all pull aside, Kirkmid, Grend, Sharn are all three with you as well. Sharn looks from Nora and Sorik to the Duke, and she says, "Something that you all said earlier today has struck me, and I worry for the safety of Alexia. If something were to happen, the Duke would be surrounded by his soldiers who are here, but Alexia, she has made herself a clear target for the others. Whether it was intentional or not."
How do you mean? Just because we asked her to kind of stay in charge for the next 7 days?
No, I mean by the response of the people. That is not something that would go unnoticed by anyone paying close enough attention.
Okay, yeah.
But surely if anybody moved against her, they would just be drawing the ire of the people and causing tremendous problems. Unless, of course, they framed it as being an action of the other side or the other party.
I don't know what their plans are. Kirkman kind of clears his throat. He says, we know that that both of them have full armies near enough the city. We don't know exactly what their plan is, but I think Sharn here makes a good point. We should consider offering her some sort of protection for the time that we're here in the city.
I think that's a great idea, honestly. Perhaps to warn her or her captain of the guard of the possibility, just so that they are on the alert. But I think should hostilities begin to erupt, maybe this helps set a priority for us, that we get her out of danger. Honestly, for the sake of the country, to be able to preserve somebody who is clearly well loved of the people would be an important task.
Does she have her own personal guard, or is it just the city guard? The guard of the throne, that'll go away from her.
There are the pedaled guards. Captain Lennox runs the pedaled guard, but they report to the throne.
Okay.
So
she doesn't have her own security team.
Not her own security team.
Okay, so yeah, we definitely, and maybe we don't even want to talk to the captain of the guard then if he's not necessarily loyal. Like, his loyalties might not necessarily even lie with her.
He has protected her for the last 5 or 6 years since she's been the queen. Yeah, but
men be sneaky.
Yeah, dude, we're the worst.
This is true. You can't trust them.
But honestly, does it have to be just us as well? I'm not a politics guy, but it occurs to me that she might have some sway with Rennick as well. Whether or not she plans to pursue anything or what our feelings of him are, I think there's a potential there as well that she could kind of flirt to secure his, if not protection, at least he won't be involved in any kind of attempted coup. We could maybe limit it just to Varnmore.
Oh yeah, and he was talking a little crazy at the parade.
Oh yeah, I don't like the guy, but I'm saying she has sway over him, so if nothing else, she could kind of use him. That sounds so gross, but honestly, politics just are kind of gross anyway.
Does she, though? I'm sure she does have some influence if his feelings and motivations are true and accurate, but does a desire for power outweigh those? What sort of man is he?
Somebody who'd wait in the bathroom through an entire dinner to I don't know, that to me, and this is coming from a very awkward guy, that seems very awkward guy with feelings as opposed to, megalomaniac who wants to use somebody's influence for their own gain. But I'm also really bad at reading people.
They were betrothed once, weren't they? Were they? Was it that serious?
Yes.
Am I misremembering?
Yes,
Okay.
they were betrothed.
Yeah.
She had a promise written.
Yeah. So
Purity ring.
There was some in there. A purity ring.
I'm just saying, don't talk. We could consider it. It doesn't just have to be the Duke or Duke Grend and our admittedly meager resources. Also, I'm afraid that if we offered our protection, that could also be seen as a move from the others. So we gotta be really delicate with how we do this. Maybe just a very small strike force, kind of concealed and able to use the keep's defenses.
Maybe a strike force of 4.
Well, we got things we got to do. We have to kill the leadership of an assassin's guild.
But hey, maybe that's 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Because wasn't Varnmore the one who maybe sent people after Nora? Or
definitely was.
Kind of seemed like it, and they were Eben's toll for sure. So
yeah,
he's at least has
But
access to
I
use
agree
them.
with you, Sharn. Though you're good at this stuff. You're a very skilled, talented person.
We all have our roles to play. Dirk, you are far sturdier and better.
All Dirk
weapons
heard
than
was
I am.
that Sharn would like to roleplay with him. He knows that's not true. He knows that's not true, but that's where his mind is right now, and he's going to be kind of occupied for the rest of the conversation.
Amazing.
Everything else stopped dead in its
Yep.
tracks the moment she said that.
At this point, so the funeral has ended. People are kind of milling about a little bit. No one has started moving towards the Hall of Petals quite yet. So if there's any conversations you guys would like to have before you make your way there,
We
you
should.
can have them now.
Should we confront Colm about the tears, his essence of wetness?
Dirk
I
is going
suppose
to
we
look down at
could.
his crotch to make sure that there wasn't another component of the spell.
Oh God! Oh no!
I was sad, so I wet myself.
Honestly, if he was looking for like a big reaction, that was almost, I will say, for being a prank, it was almost respectful. I was not expecting that. I was expecting, again, whoopee cushions hidden in the coffin.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good prank, if I'm being honest. So I'm inclined to almost let him slide, but I thought, I don't know, maybe we let him know that we know.
Maybe we all just like exaggeratedly pretend to rub our eyes as we go by him. Lock eyes with him and then just, dab at our eyes with tissues or handkerchiefs. We don't have disposable paper products here.
There you go. Hand him a handkerchief as we walk past and say, "Oh, here you go for such a moving funeral service."
That's pretty subtle, actually. That one's not bad.
If somebody else has got to do it, though, I'm sure I would totally mess it up.
I'm picturing Dirk just like walking by and like overhand throwing a wadded up handkerchief at him.
You made me cry. Good one. And then
For your leaky face, bitch.
Oh, that was great.
I'm trying to think of who we should talk to. Do we want to like broach the topic now with Rennick or with
do we even
the
want
Queen?
Grend to wait until the banquet to announce the ceasefire, the armistice? Or should he do it right now with all the attendants here? This is the important people of the city.
I think Shaharn should answer that question, though. I don't think that we're the best judges of what follows decorum and social rules.
Why don't we wait till dinner? I will be seated with the Duke at the table. We can broach the subject there with about the peace treaty. The procession into the Hall of Petals will be largely similar to the one now. We'll follow in. Alexia will receive us all, and then we'll proceed to our meal. And then the nobles and the people with land and titles will enter a little bit later on in the day. So I think it would probably be more appropriate once we have once we're all seated.
Okay.
We just got to make sure that we keep really close eyes on Varnmore, because he probably made that agreement with us without realizing this way that the Queen had in the city still.
Yeah. I think it's probably just my anxiety, right? And until it's widely known what was promised, I think that there might be some incentive to silence someone first.
The Duke rubs his temples and he says, I hate all this politicking. Wish we could just throw fists and sort it out easy.
Okay, well, that's kind of literally your job, my man. Like, I mean this in the nicest way, but you literally signed up for this. If you wanted to go be hanging out with Colm, you could probably go do that.
No, I know what I need to do. I just hate politics.
But is Duke Grend wearing a weapon?
He is not presently wearing a weapon.
He is a
Okay.
weapon.
But,
Well, I know he is a weapon, yes.
But Kirkmid is carrying a weapon.
Okay. I was just trying to remember if we had talked about that, because I do have my plan to arm him if needed.
Cool. So, any other conversations before we proceed?
Echo is just gonna pat the Duke on wherever she comes up to on him. So like probably like knee.
Yeah. Knee? Wait, how tall is Echo? Oh dear.
No, she's probably like waist height.
Okay.
She's gonna say,
Just right
yeah.
in the glutes.
Yeah, man, I get it. Things and stuff and all the stuff and things.
Bits of stuff.
Bits of stuff.
Yeah.
Hate it.
When this settles, let's spar. It might be good to get some sweat. Sweat. That helps me think, you know.
Seems like a fair fight.
Hey, I can hold my own.
Oh no, I meant for Grend.
Oh, yes, of course. I think it would be quite enjoyable. Work up a sweat and I don't know, I was watching Kirkman and Dirk there spar. What was that, last week? And
Oh my god, so much has happened in a week.
I know.
I just feel like I want to stretch my muscles a little, you know?
Well, I fear that hopefully before too long, hopefully you won't have a reason to have to stretch your muscles or use them for combat. But I think this next week is going to be rather tenuous, rather interesting.
If we make it through the banquet, yeah. Sorry to be a pessimist, but
It's
the
all
job of a
good.
bodyguard, always watching for the knives and cloaks and the eyes from the shadows.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
I'll do it. I'll take that responsibility. Dirk, when Dirk said that he was watching for knives and cloaks and eyes from the shadows, he felt like he was some kind of mystery writer. Like that was like a cool line. So now he's feeling pretty good about himself.
I love it.
He's
Kirkman
looking at
says,
Shar and being like, yeah.
Kirkman says, and I'm ready for a stiff drink. Let's get moving.
By the way, Kirkman, we need to talk about your drinking. I think
I know. I haven't had any yet today, and I'm feeling quite dry.
Dirk will look at all of his allies and be like, intervention later? Intervention tonight?
I mean, we can talk about it.
As long as there's drinks at the intervention. The funeral ends. You guys have some quiet conversation with some other people. I'm sure Dirk goes and chats with Merowyn a little bit more, and maybe you guys do have that quick conversation with Colm, and he knowingly laughs at your remarks. You guys all make your way back to the Hall of Petals. The queen enters first, so she leaves before everyone else, and she's accompanied by the priests and priestesses. She's also accompanied by her brother and by her sister-in-law. The Duke Varnmore, as you guys are standing outside the gates to the Hall of Petals, Duke Varnmore enters first with his retinue, followed by Duke Morent and his father and retinue. And then last of all, it's the 7 of you guys. Duke Grend has the largest retinue of all of the dukes. He has Kirkmid, Fulbert, Sharn, and then all 4 of the players, Nora, Echo, Sorik, and Dirk. The north side of this long east-west road, you guys are entering from the eastern side of the keep. The north side has stationed a number of soldiers from the Reveloon Duchy. They're wearing the red armor, like it's like red cloaks with like boiled leather armor, so it's like darkened leather armor, so that it has the colors of the duchy of Reveloon Duchy. They're all stationed on the north side. You have a number of soldiers from the Senvara Duchy. They're in kind of silver, white, and gold, and orange, like an ombre sort of color. They're all stationed on the south of the road, and then kind of in the middle. And then actually, I'm going to put some of these on both sides of the road. In the middle and to the north and south, you have the Velmirith soldiers, and these ones are in like brass armor with like purple cloaks and purple tabards. Milling about are a number of the petaled guards. These are the royal guards. They are still wearing the kind of formal regalia that they had been wearing for the funeral. It's a mix of mages and like regular combatants, all kind of stationed around. Everyone's very like prim and proper. You guys are like walking through this courtyard, passing by these soldiers, and everyone's, they're saluting, they're watching you guys as you cross through.
Maybe it's just because I mentioned Skyrim at the beginning, but I'm getting very much like the Ravaloon soldiers are giving me like town guards, whereas the Velnirith soldiers are giving me Dwemer armor.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
And there is kind of like that country vibe. Like Ravaloon is a little bit more out in the country. It's a little bit more rural than some of the others.
Well, I'm a little bit rock and roll.
That's right. Calduvan is a proper city, but the perception that the other duchies have of Ravaloon is that it's a little bit more backwater than the other two duchies. That's an apt description. You guys start walking through. I need, as you cross under the threshold and start walking into the Hall of Petals, I need everyone to make a perception check. And then you can also let me know if there's anything you guys want to do as you're approaching.
I think my dice are broken because that is another 19 for a dirty 20.
Hey,
wow.
don't look a gift dice in the mouth.
Yeah, that's fine. Sork finally did well. He stopped crying and he got a 22.
Okay.
Nora got a 17.
Echo got 19.
All four of you smell something faint in the air.
Oh no.
And it immediately is upsetting.
Oh God, is it chamomile?
It is indeed a strong scent of chamomile. You guys continue walking through the courtyard.
But it's daytime.
Wait, do people not get reaped in the daytime? Is that something we've established?
Usually it's overnight.
Not typically. It's usually in the middle of the night.
Oh.
I mean, as soon as I get that whiff and look around and see maybe a look of concern on everyone else's faces, I'll say, maybe we should stop. Do you smell that? This doesn't smell right. This smells like a reaping.
I mean, do you think stomping would prevent it?
Does it feel like it's wafting in from somewhere, or is it just kind of permeating the whole space?
Make an Arcana or Religion check.
Okay.
Can I help him with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, Arcana is my religion, so just gonna.
I rolled a 12, but I'm going to take a calming breath and try really hard. If I still have any of these. Do I still have any? I have one left.
Okay.
So let's add a d10 to what I rolled. Okay, so I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So many dirty 20s, Dirk.
I know. That's all I've had so far.
Dirty 20 Dirk. That's what we're going to call you from now on.
20 Dirk. Oh, man. That's amazing.
From now on, it's a Dirky 20.
Oh my God.
Dirky 20.
Yes. Oh, man. So, Sorik got a 16 Arcana, and Dirk got a 20 Arcana. Nora got an 18 Religion. So we'll talk about the Religion one first. Nora, as you're kind of looking around and smelling, it is like deeply upsetting. Like, since the reapings, most of the temples don't keep chamomile. I mean, people still drink it as a tea, but it's not super common anymore, just because of the connotation that it has culturally. So there's no one that would put like chamomile in a censer and like walk around with a censer with like chamomile in it, because that would just be so off-putting. You kind of look around, and from the other reapings that you have been around, this feels wrong. It's during the day. Normally these reapings are at night. And this seems like stronger and more like pungent than a normal reaping. Something about this is significantly different. So Sorik and Dirk with your 16. So Sorik, you kind of look around, and you you're like smelling the air, and like you're on like high alert already. Like you guys are worried about some infighting between the different duchies, and so you're already kind of like head on a swivel. You look around, you're not able to clock exactly where it's coming from, but you do feel like as soon as you stepped into the courtyard, it got significantly stronger.
Okay.
Dirk, with your 20, with your Dirky 20, you...
Yeah, it's catching on.
You kind of look around and just, I mean, you like pinpoint it with your nose, like immediately. And, you know, with your...
Oh, we got another bloodhound here.
That's right. You're like sniffing and kind of like looking around. You feel like it is, the smell is strongest near the stables. Now, to remind the listeners, the layout of the Hall of Petals, as the group enters, there's like a canvas tent just on the north side of the road, and that's where like a barracks and training ground, and you know, soldiers will run drills and such. And then there's like small like auxiliary buildings for the Petaled Guard, offices and barracks and such on the north and south. And then the very far south, there is a stables. And presently there are a few platebacks and a few struthons kind of grazing about in that stables area. Throughout the procession, nobody has been riding on any sort of mount. It's all been on foot. And so, Dirk, so you get the impression like the smell is strongest to the south of you.
Okay.
Does anybody else in the procession seem upset?
Make a perception check.
15.
Tensions are high. Tensions are very high. You don't get the impression like anyone is particularly like noticing, or maybe it's hard to tell if other people are noticing the smell or just like the high tensions of everything else that's going on right now.
Dirk will say to everybody, it smells like it's strongest down there near the stables, or maybe past it, south of us.
Yeah, I can smell it too. Something's wrong. Give me a moment. I might go check it out.
Yeah, let's not go alone.
Yeah, you guys aren't going by yourselves.
No, it's okay. The boys will take care of it.
No, no.
You can lead. We'll follow behind.
As you step to the south, I'm going to stop you guys there. When you break from the procession, some other things happen. I want you guys all to make a perception check to see what all you notice as you're walking south, because it might change what you're planning on doing.
Oh, guys, I broke my streak. I only got a 3.
Sork got a 21.
Echo got 11.
Okay.
Nora got 12.
Sorik, you are the only one that sees this. So as you guys break procession, Duke Varnmore turns back and he notices you, and he looks towards Captain Lennox, who is standing next to Queen Alexia, and he makes a subtle gesture with his hand.
Bastard.
And
I told you these men aren't to be trusted.
Captain Lennox then offers a salute kind of in the direction of Queen Alexia, and then the guards on the east and west close the portcullises. Portculli?
What?
And shut the gates.
This is bad news bears, boys.
I'll call that out. And I'm like, what was that? Varnmore just signaled to Linux, and Linux shut the gates.
Dirk doesn't need any other thing. Dirk is ready to spring into action, like literally. So say the word, Scott, and Dirk is casting jump on himself, and he's going to Alexia.
Okay.
Okay, Dirk, you're gonna jump to Alexia. Do we want to also simultaneously split the party in this field and go look at the tent? Because something's clearly there.
This is too much talking. I think that he just gave the kill order for Alexia, so Dirk is going to go.
Okay.
What Dirk is going to do, actually, is he's going to. This is dumb, but he's got to protect his Duke as well. He's going to drop his greatsword at Gren's feet.
Okay.
Cast jump on himself, and then I can dash 80 feet with a big jump in there to help clear some of these people.
Wow.
For simplicity's sake, because there are so many tokens on this map, I am only going to roll initiative for the dukes, and then I'll resolve the things that their retinues and soldiers do on their turns. Combat hasn't officially started, but it might very, very quickly. So let's roll initiative.
Dirk got a 14.
Sork got a 21. Dirk, do you want to switch me initiative?
If you want to switch, I mean, I don't know that this is the smartest thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we do it, man.
Dirk's in it to win it, and I respect that. Nora got a 7.
Echo got 15.
Sork and Dirk, did you guys want to change positions?
Yeah. Yeah, if Dirk, if you're into that, I think yes.
I'm so into it.
All right, they're into
Nice.
switching positions. We're going from missionary to...
Our powers combined, we make Eiffel Tower.
Wow. Okay. All right. Top of the initiative with a 25. Grand got a nat 20 on his. He looks to you, Dirk, and he says, "Protect the queen. Do what you can. I can handle myself."
Right. So I'm not giving him a sword then.
Okay. Tensions like immediately kind of like rise. The soldiers that are from Revaloon to the north, they sense what's coming. Their hands are like ready on weapons. They haven't drawn their weapons yet. They don't want to be the aggressors. Duke Gren does not want them to be on the attack, but they all step forward towards the Duke to defend him, and they are ready to fight. So they're, actions prepared, that sort of thing. Sharn as well, she kind of steps towards the soldiers so that she's not kind of in the middle of the road. Fulbert as well, he kind of like backs up towards the soldiers and kind of steps off the road too. That brings us to Dirk.
Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna quickly reach down, touch my shoes, and the ethereal armored winged dragoon boots appear on my feet, and then making my way through the crowd with a big old jump in there as well. I'm going to move my full movement and dash, trying to get up next to Queen Alexia, and so in total I should be able to move 80 feet.
80 feet will get you to here.
Oh no! Oh, I can't get there.
But is that just your bonus action, or is that like with your, like, can you move for your action?
So yeah, that's all of it together. So I get 30 feet for my move,
Okay.
plus an additional, what is it? Basically, I can move up to 50 feet because I can use 10 feet of movement to jump 30 feet, and then I still have 20 feet, but I can only do that once per turn. So then my dash is just a run. So it's another 30 feet. So it's 80 feet total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put me as close to her as I can get.
Okay. Dirk, you start dashing through, and as you're running through, like, some of the soldiers around you, they're not the Revaloon ones, but the Senvara and the Velmirith ones. They're pulling like weapons out. One even like tries to like strike at you as you're like dashing through. Like there's a battle breaking out right now, and you are bolting past everyone.
Yeah. And as I'm doing this, I'm shouting, "Protect the queen! Protect the queen!"
All right.
Jeez, I'm so far away from my allies. Oh, I will say that I'm probably still another 40 feet away from her.
Yes, yeah. You're still about 40 feet away from Queen Alexia. Culver, he runs forward and he says, "Get the Morents now!" And the Velmira soldiers that are now forming a pincer around the Morents close in and have all of the Morents surrounded.
Oh man, you can have them.
Oh yeah, not what I was expecting.
I mean, he's going for the full takeover right this second.
Yeah, he is. I
Hey,
think.
what about our peace deal?
Oh,
Yeah,
Guys.
I think we might have to save the
Wait,
Morents as
wait.
best we can.
I think this guy's a liar.
Wait a second.
Weapons are drawn. Blows start exchanging. The Rennick and Albrecht pull out their weapons. So does Sora, the halfling general. And they are fighting tooth and nail. Like, blows are exchanged. They're severely outnumbered, 10 to 4. What? 2 to 5? Severely outnumbered, and all of the Senvara soldiers are about 20 feet away from them, and they are in a very dangerous position at this point. That brings us to Echo.
Sorik said aloud that Varnmore was the initiator of this, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Dirk said save the queen. Okay, Echo is just going to use her full action to dash up to Varnmore.
You dash all the way up around the Velmirith soldiers surrounding the Morents, and you are standing side to side with Duke Culver Varnmore, and you're facing Elby, the Duchess. She's about 10 feet away from you, or 5. She's not adjacent to you, but like 5 feet away from you.
Jeez.
Okay.
I did I know that I passed right next to the soldier, so if I do need to take some opportunity attacks, I will.
They are engaged in
Occupied?
combat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
so they're like in the thick of melee with the Morents.
Okay.
And we will resolve that right now. It is now Rennick's turn. So Rennick and the Morents, they start fighting. Sora, she pushes open an opening and ushers Elaine out of the engagement, and Elaine runs south. So Sora is the strategist for the Morents, and the Senvara soldiers, they approach, and the battle is fully ensued as the Morent soldiers kind of form up on the opposite side, on the east of the Velmirith ones. So the Duke and his father are still surrounded, but there are allies fighting kind of in the thick of it, right there in the middle of the road, kind of blocking Sorik and Nora from getting to the Queen at this point. Let me see who can see Elaine. Echo, Dirk, and Nora, you can see Elaine. She is casting a spell that will probably end soon, maybe on her next turn.
Which one is Elaine again?
Elaine is the elven attendant to the Morents.
She's, what's her face is Maris's boss.
Yes.
Got it.
She starts casting some sort of a spell that is large. She's got some sort of relic in her hands, and she's kind of whispering some sort of incantation. It is noisy. There's shouting and like steel on steel, like flashing. You can't hear nobody's close enough to hear what she's saying, but there appears to be a massive blue gateway forming right next to her. That brings us to Sorik's turn.
Okay.
Oh man, this is the invading army portal. I don't think it's for escape.
Yeah, so the Senvara soldiers here that are blocking my way, is it just difficult terrain to get through them, or is it
It's a
impassable?
difficult terrain. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I want to try to get up to, like, somewhere in this area where I have sight on Echo and Dirk. I'm going to ready an action that if I see Echo strike out at somebody, whether it's Duke Varnmore or Elby, whomever it is, I'm going to throw my phase blade. to kind of help support. So I'm going to ready in action. But I'm going to also say to her, to the one next to me, casting the spell, I'm going to yell, "The guard captain Linux was in on it. He received word from Varnmore. We must get to the queen."
You can see Elaine in more detail now. So she's holding what seems to be like a massive like crystal focus. It's glowing like bright blue, and as she's like casting her spell into this, like the portal on the other side of her is like opening wider and wider. She like looks at you, and you feel like there's acknowledgement, but she is not stopping what she's doing.
Yeah. No, I figure that's the truth. Okay.
Women never listen.
Typical.
All right, Nora, that brings us to your turn.
Okay, I was really struggling with what I'm gonna do, so this is crazy. It's not gonna work.
Follow your heart.
I'm following my heart. Thank you.
Mhm.
Please don't laugh too much at me. I am gonna tell Culver to sit the down.
Okay.
Wisdom save DC 13. He could probably do that, but what if he rolls a 1?
He doesn't have a high wisdom save.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He got a 6.
Yeah!
Sit down.
Okay.
Okay.
I love Nora. I love Nora.
Freaking great. That's so cool.
Amazing.
Echo can deal with that. I am going to use my 30 feet of movement, and I'm going to go peek under this tent hood and see what's going on there,
You're running that direction.
if that's okay.
So back to the east.
Yeah. That's totally fine.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh.
That sounded not ominous at all.
Make a perception check. What's your passive perception?
13 is passive.
You notice a large number of people that are wearing just ill-fitting robes.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna shout as I'm running. I'm gonna say, "Forgotten Tide!"
They are on the other side of the bar, so they're not within the walls of the keep.
Oh,
You-
okay.
You do see a large throng of people. A familiar woman is in the front. An elderly gnome woman.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
gosh.
She also, looking now, she does have a little bit of mustache stubble too.
Yeah, she
Nothing wrong with
does.
that. Me too.
She is standing to the right next to someone you haven't met yet. And I will share his token and description maybe when it's their turn.
Oh my god. Does he have scars on his face? Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
Is it a prophet?
We might get there soon.
Is it Mogrim?
We never saw Markham's face. He always had the cloak mask on.
Okay, this is all happening so fast. Everything. Well, I guess it's not my turn. I'll tell you what Dirk is thinking as he looks around at the beginning of his next turn.
Okay.
But wait, I still did want to stick my head in
yeah.
the tent.
Yeah. So when you stick your head in the tent, there's nothing under it. It's just like
No, okay.
this is where people would be training. You know, they'd have their drills and that sort of thing. You see like dummies for people to do sword maneuvers and practice it, that sort of thing. But most of that has been put to the side, so there's more like room for seating, and it looks like it's been arranged where some people actually were probably planning on having their lunch there under this tent.
Okay. There's not like a secret hidden assassin's force. That's
No,
good.
there's
Good to
not
know.
like a secret hidden assassin's force there.
There.
Oh man, intonation is really important here.
Captain Lennox. Dirk is still about 40 feet away. You can't hear what's happening. The clash of the combat is just too loud at this point. Lennox reaches and grabs Alexia's arm, and she seems to have a trusting look on her face. The two of them start moving to the south. That brings us to the end of round 1. At this point, I'm going to roll initiative for the Charred Herald.
Oh my god.
So that group will start taking their turns. as well. And I rolled a 2, so they're going to go at the very end. All right, that brings us back to Duke Grend. Nora is the only one that can hear this, but he runs to his soldiers and he issues a command. He says, "Take no lives, only prisoners. De-escalate where possible." And then he kind of heads up the charge towards the Senvara soldiers, and the Ravaloon soldiers kind of like fill in behind them. Some of them like run up the side. They're going to try to like flank the Velmirith ones that are kind of on the other side. Grend doesn't want to just be attacking Senvara. He's going to try to like de-escalate as much as possible. But now there is kind of in the middle of this like dense courtyard, there's like auxiliary buildings for the soldiers on the north and the south, and it is just like filled with a smattering of 30 to 40 soldiers and like the Duke and his father for the Morents, and just like a huge melee going on in the middle of the courtyard there, but in like one of the densest parts of the courtyard. Kirkman also joins in the melee as well. Fulbert and Sharn are assisting in the back. Fulbert is casting spells. It looks like he's offering healing and protections, and Sharn is using her bardic inspiration regularly on the Duke and on Kirk. That brings us to Dirk's turn.
Oh man, looking around at all the things that have changed just since his first round, honestly, probably the safest thing would be for us to shelter somewhere with the queen, get her out of this. But we're so separated, and he's so committed now. He's going to move another 50 feet. He can get right next to Alexia, just jumping over brother and sister-in-law, and just getting right up to her. And as I approach, I'll have sheathed my Zweihander and have summoned my bearded great axe. And as I land next to her, I'll say, "Varnmore set this in motion. He commanded Linux. Don't trust him." And he'll be there standing ready to fight, already in action to attack anybody that comes at me aggressively with non-lethal strikes.
Okay. All right. Make a persuasion check, and I'll let you do it with advantage because you left a good impression on Alexia before.
Okay. That's just a straight up 10.
With advantage?
Yeah, it was a nat 1 and a 10. Actually, never mind.
Disbelief.
It was a 2 and an 11, but it's turned into a 1 and a 10.
Okay, cool. I didn't see the first roll. It just showed the 10. I was like, okay.
and I unfortunately didn't have enough movement to get right next to Captain Linux. I could only get next to Alexia, so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is Dirk's turn. Culver, on his turn, he kneels down on the ground next
So
to
cool.
That
Echo.
meal sits,
Get
and I want a
wrecked.
crisscross applesauce.
On the carpet. You know what? Nora's totally giving me like that one hard-ass elementary school teacher who was close to retirement and didn't take any shit.
Hell yeah.
No chocolate milk for you, bud.
He is like fighting against it like as fiercely as he can, but he sits on the ground. He is like glaring daggers at Nora and like watching in horror as like his like moment of triumph is being thwarted, where he still has a good upper hand.
Should have invested in
But-
some wisdom, bitch.
This is true. That would have helped. Some of the pedaled guards actually move in and start assisting.
They're assisting his people?
Yeah.
Ah.
The pedaled guard that are near you, they don't know. They run in towards the melee. They're ignoring Fulbert and them. They're moving this direction. They're running in towards the melee. Nemi, she's his spymaster. She darts up in between one of the buildings. She pulls out her hand crossbow and she starts like firing bolts into the combat. Elby follows her, and so does sword tender Daniel. So the three of them kind of duck into the alcove just to the north and west of the whole melee. But they leave Culver kind of on his own in the middle of the road next to Echo. And that brings us to Echo's turn.
Yeah, Echo's gonna hit this man with her glaive.
Yes.
Hey,
With
Is that-
advantage, right? Because he is sitting his little booty cheeks on the ground.
yeah.
Will that also trigger my my readied action?
Yes, you can do your ready to action as well.
Fantastic.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh no.
Hey guys, guess what?
Oh, you
I'm
gotta be
gonna
kidding
yell
me.
from the back of the thing, Echo, you got this! And let you use a heroic inspiration on that.
Oh.
Wait, what does that mean?
You get to roll it again. It's just like you get to see the roll and then roll
that's
it again.
That's right. Nora's a human, so she gets
I'm a
heroic
hero.
inspiration every day.
Whoa.
Well,
Is it-
every long rest. So whenever Scott gives that to me,
Oh, that's good.
You guys are the ones that do so much every day.
Is it another advantage hit or just one reroll?
sorry, it's just one reroll. Yes.
So remember how you gave me a cursed glaive?
I did give you a cursed glaive.
So my hit die is a 1d10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do I do the whole thing or just the 1d10?
So you're level 4.
Yes.
The way it works is you can do one hit die and add that to your attack roll. Then you can expend as many others of your hit die to add to the
I just mean, is the hit
damage.
die the 1d10 or is it the 1d10 plus 2?
I think it's just the dice, the 1d10.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna add. Oh my god!
Oh
it's
my
a-
gosh.
It's a 15 to hit.
A 15 will not hit.
No!
Culver. You clatter right into his breastplate. And it does not penetrate.
Sometimes I hate dice.
I know.
I really teed you up for that one, girl.
I
but
know, I'm
that's okay.
so sorry. I tried. Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Okay.
Ugh.
What did Sork get on his attack roll?
I rolled an 11 with advantage, throwing my. I'm not even sure if I would have advantage. If I didn't, it'd be a 9. So
Okay.
either way, it's
Oh
bad.
no, guys.
So you guys both make your attacks on Duke Culver Varnmore and miss. Okay.
It's like being attacked by the Three Stooges.
That brings us to That brings us to Rennick Morant. Sorek, you're the one that can see this the best. Elaine finishes casting her spell, and out from this portal charge many, many more soldiers.
Oh
And
no!
the courtyard starts filling with Senvara soldiers.
Nice. Okay.
But they can't like charge into the melee because it looks like you and Elaine are in the way, so they functionally won't be able to like join the combat until later. But there is an army now pouring into this courtyard.
Yeah, this is worse, guys. I mean, I don't like Culver, but this is worse.
Sorek, it is now your turn.
I think Sorek would say to Elaine, I'm going to yell to her and say, "At the gate, an army of the Forgotten Tide come. Dispatch your people there." And then he will also just kind of run up next to Echo to make some attacks. While he's going, he's going to pull out that +1 scimitar that he's got. And it's got the Nick property on it. So he'll have that scimitar in one hand and the phase blade in the other. And so he's going to attack. Do I still have advantage? Is he still on the ground?
He is still on the ground. Yes.
Okay. So 23 to hit.
That will indeed hit.
Okay. And this will do, with the sneak attack damage, it'll be 10.
Okay.
And then with the Nick property, we'll have him strike out also with the phase blade.
Okay.
Do I roll? I still advantage, I guess, right?
Yeah. See if you crit.
Okay. So 17
A 17 will hit.
for another 10 damage. And then
Wow.
can I make a bonus attack as well? Bonus action attack? The Nick property allows him to be part of the regular action, right?
what it typically does is it frees up your bonus action for other things, and then if you take the dual wielder feat, that would allow you to take, and because you can do one offhand attack on your turn, and like the dual wielder feat would let you use your bonus action to make an additional one. So right now this is as many as you can take, but you do have your bonus action.
Yeah, you can still bonus action.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do then. So
Okay.
just those two strikes. I might yell at him and say, like, yield and this ends now.
Okay.
Can Echo have 4 graze damage?
Oh,
from
yeah.
her?
That's
Thank
right.
you.
How do we forget that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna nickel and dime this man into the grave.
So grazed. Okay. That brings us to Nora's turn. Nora, you are on the complete opposite side of this melee, and towards the gates, you're in between the armies and the Forgotten Tide, and all of your allies are on the other side of the armies.
I'm exactly where I want to be, baby. I'm not.
Girl, get your butt get your butt back here.
I don't. Okay, so I will move like a few feet up towards like Sharn, but I'm not going to try to even get through that crowd. But what I am going to do is I am going to cast. I'm going to go with a 2nd level guiding bolt at Culver.
Okay.
And that was a 15 to hit.
That is a miss, unfortunately. 16 AC.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go hide behind Charlie's skirts then for now, but I am honestly I have more attention focused on the Forgotten Tide of the Gates.
Yeah, that's upsetting. What's happening over there?
I am upset.
Bad. Okay, that brings us to Captain Lennox. Lennox looks at you, Dirk. He pulls out his battle axe. Says, "Men, apprehend this dwarf." And his 4 soldiers approach you, Dirk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I
Okay.
don't like the way he said that.
Not my boy!
So he drew his sword, and now they're coming at me aggressive. So
Yes.
can my
Mhm.
attack trigger?
Yes, your attack can trigger.
Okay, my first attack is going to be. Oh, sorry. Can I retcon one thing?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that I have Green Flame Blade, or what I call it, Rising
Oh, yeah,
Phoenix. So it would have
I
been
thought you
Rising
were going to say
Phoenix.
like that Dirk's actually a girl and like we're going to retcon like the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know like
And-
where you were going with the
Dude,
retcon.
and she's not bald. Long, beautiful locks on top of her head.
Dirk's all like, I am no man.
Yes.
Wearing a ball cap the whole time.
Oh
Yeah,
my god. Sorry.
that's fine. So then the first attack will be against Captain Lennox, and if I hit, then I can do my cleave attack on one of his other guys. So first off, let's see if I can even hit.
He's wearing plate, like he's in like armor.
And that's only a 12 to hit, so that misses.
That is
Okay.
a miss, unfortunately.
And
All right.
bring on the attacks.
All right. There are 4 of these coming. So
The 21 would hit, but he's going to use his reaction to cast Zephyr Cape.
Dude,
Hell
he's
yes.
like Neo in the Matrix right now.
Wait, never mind. That would raise my AC to 21. I won't do it.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that hit.
So that will be 5 piercing damage. So
Okay.
these 4 soldiers, they just start like stabbing at you. This Captain Lennox, he grabs Alexia and he starts pulling her into the building. And he motions to the soldiers right at the gates. He says, "Go help Culver. He needs more help than me." And these soldiers start running towards Culver.
Treacherous bastards.
Alexia just absolutely confused as to what's going on and like why Lennox was attacking you. She like screams. She says, "What? Why did you attack Dirk? He's such a fine young dwarf." You're like the same age, so it's like
Yeah. And look considerably older.
That is the end of Lennox's turn. So now Nora is the only one that sees this. And then the next thing I describe, only Dirk will be able to see the other thing. Nora, you see a man that is just shrouded in rags. The rags, they look like they may at one point in time have been like priestly attire, but they're like burned and like charred. He's wearing just like tattered robes, and his skin is covered in scars. Some of them look like they might be cuts and slashes. Many of them look like burn scars. He is slowly approaching the gates, flanked by many of these peace peddlers. And he walks up to the gates, and he starts offering some sort of a spell, and his hands erupt into flames, and he starts melting the bars.
That's not ominous. No, it's fine.
That's not ideal.
Hey guys, that's hot.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Nora, I want you to make a perception check. Just you're the only one that would be able to hear or like notice any of this.
And I am looking at him. Let's see. 9.
Okay. You see that Xana, the paladin, when he like his hands like erupt into flames and he like grabs this bar, that the guard that is like right next to him, he starts like, shouting something you can't hear, but he like pulls a weapon out and he like tries to strike at it, and Xana kills him in one blow. And that guard dies. And then she turns to this charred herald and she says something. And the herald, he nods his head and he lets his hands go out and he kneels down like a standing kneel. You know how sometimes people like kneel but their legs are extended, so he's like upright. And he starts to pray and he like raises his hands up. And that smell of chamomile gets stronger. That brings us to the end of round 2.
Jeez.
All right. This brings us back to Duke Gren. Sharn and Fulbert are too close to the melee. There's so many more soldiers like spilling in, and the Ravaloon like retinue and soldiers are quickly getting outflanked. Duke Gren and Kirkmid, they rally their troops and they don't retreat, but they pull back into a position that they can defend better. They move like most of their, like they reposition the fight, it kind of like moves around, and they start repositioning kind of in between these two buildings. So I'm going to kind of move all of their soldiers out this way. Kirkmid and Grend are in the front. Some of their soldiers are not able to make that transition, and so they're kind of like left to the south flank, and they're just kind of in the middle of the melee. And just, bloodshed, people start dying. There's like just a full-on like skirmish is taking place between so many people. That brings us to Dirk's turn.
Okay, as these guys are attacking him, and he's not good at persuasion, but he is going to say, "Look around you. This is treason. This is madness. The Forgotten Tide are at the gate. This is Anvaran army coming in between those buildings." Dirk is hoping that's enough to convince them to look around and see that what's currently happening is not as important with him. And then I'm going to draw the attacks of opportunity as I head down and try to follow the captain of the guard into this building.
Okay. Make your persuasion attempt. Or was that was your action? You're like trying to persuade, or did you want to fight?
I want to fight the captain. So
okay.
I'm hoping it won't be a skill check, but
okay. So you'll get 4 attacks of opportunity.
Oh crap.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh!
No, what the hell?
Scott.
I am so sorry. That is a 22, a nat 20, a 23, and a 23.
So that's an 18, 19, 19, and 20 is what you're saying.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
This game's busted. Now I know why you like to use Foundry.
My shield spell will do nothing. So
Oh, no.
they all would hit, even with shield.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
do your damage.
Okay. The first one is 6 damage.
Okay.
The second one, this one is the crit, is only 7.
Okay.
Third one is 3.
Okay. I'm bloody.
And the fourth one is 8.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. I am almost to a quarter of my max health.
Oh no.
Yep. Okay, so bonus action, I'm gonna drink my healing potion.
If it makes you feel better, I would be dead right now.
Like 3 times over.
No doubt about that.
Just once. Just once dead.
I healed for just 7.
That removed one of their attacks.
Okay. All right. So I'm at 18 out of 40, and then I'm gonna swing on Captain Lennox. Oh, that's another 12 to hit.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Will miss.
Our to hits. We've not rolled like above a 10 on our to hits.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else that you want to do, Dirk?
That was my movement, my bonus action, and my action. Actually, if I can, I will shut the door.
Oh yeah, you can shut the door.
Yeah, I'll shut the door right behind us.
Alexia is shouting like as you enter the room. What are you doing? Lennox, call your men down. Right. That brings us to Duke Culver's turn. Culver, he stands up and he looks at you, Echo, and you, Sorik, and he says, I don't have time for this. And he stands up. He does take the disengage action. And he calls to his soldiers and the pedal guard that are there next to him, and he runs to the north next to Nemi and his wife. And he starts firing. Nemi is like firing arrows into the melee, but Culver is retreating away from Echo and Sorik. For the listeners, I'm just like condensing some of the fighting a little. So there's a big melee happening in the middle. Culver, he shouts at Echo and Sorik, and he says, Brend and I had a truce. This is about the Morents. Stand down. And that brings us to Echo's turn. Echo, you see Dirk get attacked by those 4 guards, and then he enters the manor house to the south and shuts the door behind him.
Oh, geez. I think Echo's still gonna go after Culver. I don't know if that's the right choice.
None of this is the right choice.
Yeah, none of this feels right.
I'm just going off what Gren told me, so.
I'm gonna use my Vow of Enmity, call on the Keeper, you're mine.
Okay.
Which is when you take an attack action, you can expend 1 use of Channel Divinity to utter Vow of Enmity. You have advantage on attack rolls against that creature for 1 minute or until you use the feature again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna swing at Culver again with the advantage, and I'm staying 5 feet away from him and using my because I've got a 10-foot reach on the glaive.
Okay.
First one is a 25 to hit, and the
25
second
will
one.
hit.
Okay, yeah, no crit. It's a 25 or a 23. So the
Okay.
25 hits.
Okay. Yep. For how much damage?
8, but I'm gonna add a little. I'm gonna add just a little get him, on there
Okay.
for an additional 9 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So 8 and 9.
He is bloody. That was a solid blow. He took some earlier hits from Sorik and the graze from you before. But this one really hurt him.
And then I'm gonna spit on him.
Beautiful. That brings us to Rennick's turn. More and more of these soldiers start spilling into the courtyard. They're starting to come from the south of you, Sorik. You see them kind of filling out Nora. They're kind of filling out this space kind of over by the stables as well. There's just like hundreds of troops are like piling into the courtyard. If this battle continues, it will quickly turn in the favor for the Morents. That brings us to Sorik's turn.
Seeing all these Sinvara soldiers kind of piling in, Sork's gonna like kind of use his hands and like point animatedly towards the gate. So he'd signal to the west to the east, and he would say, see to the gate. Peace peddlers are coming from the gate. And then I will rush up to... I can't believe I'm doing this. We're going in. We're going for Culver.
Oh, man. You guys. Oh, man.
And I'm gonna kind of yell at him and say, like, it didn't have to be this way. And make some swings. We'll use the scimitar for the first hit, 22 to hit.
Oof, that hits.
For 16 damage.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
And then
Ouch.
he'll come back with the Black Mirror Family Phase Blade. We'll try a non-lethal attack on him with this one. Only an 11 to hit for that one.
An 11 will miss.
Okay. And then I will bonus action disengage and then step back a couple feet.
Okay. That brings us to Nora's turn. You see an unsettling sight of this like charred prophet like kneeling and praying. There are soldiers like piling into the courtyard and the stables kind of to the south of you. The space is quickly filling up.
Okay, I am once again going to do something. I don't know if it's the smartest thing to do, but I'm doing it. So I am going to use thaumaturgy and make my voice very loud, and I am going to bellow over the camp and say, "The Forgotten Tide, the peace peddlers, are at the gate. If you purport to be any sort of ruler of this duchy or kingdom, get 'em," as my good friend says.
I love that.
And then I'm going, so that's my action. And then I am
Okay.
going to go as far, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go as far north as I can, close to the Duke, and try to be close to him.
Okay. Awesome. Why don't you make a persuasion check? Or I'm assuming you were trying to persuade.
I was. Please help us. That's a 13.
All right. That brings us to Captain Lennox and the Peddled Guard. He looks at you, Dirk.
Ugh.
He says, "It didn't have to be like this." And he pulls his battle axe out and he attacks you. First one is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
The second one is a 16.
I will do my Zephyr Shield as a reaction.
Okay.
A Zephyr Cape. And that one will miss. My AC is now 21.
He did 12 damage with his battle axe.
All right.
He says, "Let go of the queen and be gone."
Yeah, I have 6 hit points, guys. Okay, this is great.
Oh,
Good
no.
times, y'all.
Hey, Dirk can't see this, but the others can. Something that you guys hadn't noticed yet, but the west gate is also flanked by a number of peace peddlers.
Oh,
So
God.
they seem to be approaching from both sides of the Hall of Petals. Some of the Peddled Guard that were attacking towards Dirk run that direction, and they like move towards the gates to like create like some sort of barricade, and some melee kind of breaks out as those peace peddlers kind of break through, flanked by, well, you guys are a little far away, you can't see, but there seems to be like a very young halfling boy at the front of that.
Oh no, he
Oh,
escaped. He escaped his custom room.
Oh, good night.
The priests and priestesses are still there as well, and we haven't talked too much about what they've been doing, but there is a small like congregation of nobles and the queen's like brother and sister-in-law, and there is the captain of the wardens, who is part of a different organization than the Peddled Guard. So the wardens and the Peddled Guard are different, separate entities. So Captain Osdal and her Lieutenant Yerdle are with the group of the priests and priestesses and the nobles, and they have kind of moved up towards the throne room. They haven't gone into the throne, but they're kind of hiding up that direction. They've kind of moved that way. Some of the Peddled Guard run in even further, and they join the melee. These ones, can they make it? They can get up to, they can do, a dash action. A couple of these other Peddled Guards, they make the dash action, and they get in between Culver and Echo. And so there's a couple more. There's about 4 of these Peddled Guard soldiers that run up and block off Echo from pressing her assault towards the Duke. And now it is the Charred Herald and their turn. He finishes his prayer. And this is probably where we're going to end the session. So we're going to end combat, but not initiative, because things are about to get very, very weird.
Hot.
Now, Dirk, you can't see this.
And I honestly, it's a relief that I can't. I closed the door on the map, and it feels quieter.
You might be safer in there than we are out here.
It's pretty crazy out here.
So, Dirk, you smell and hear like a sudden influx of that chamomile, and this time it's like tinged with like that kind of bitter, ashy scent, and it is just nasty and oppressive. And then there is like a whoosh of wind that like bursts across the whole courtyard. Glass shatters in the windows of the manor that you're in, and with like the force of this massive gust of air, the players outside, so Sorik, Echo, and Nora, you also hear this like massive whoosh of like blast of air in the sky above the stables. It's like a like 20-foot like radius like circle of fire like erupts in the sky.
You gotta be kidding me. That thing. Oh my god.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, God.
Tentacles and like this like massive like maw like starts like tearing through this like fiery circle in the sky. It doesn't have like a proper body like you would see. You don't see like a torso and things. It looks just it's shaped much like a bust, where it looks like maybe shoulders and a head, and that's about it. But there is no like proper face. There are like orbs of like fiery eyes all across the front of it. There are like spiraling like tentacles like trailing up into the air beyond it as this like massive like gargantuan form like tears through reality and enters the space above the stables. It's floating maybe 20 feet in the air, 20, 30 feet in the air. It would be hard to reach at this point, but it can reach the ground with these like flowing, like ashy sort of like tendrils that start like spilling out towards the courtyard. We are going to end
The armadillos.
this. I think that's a great place to stop for tonight.
Oh my gosh. Freaking Fire Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's a terrible place to stop for the night.
It looks like it might be like dripping lava from its mouth too. Like
Yes.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
jeez.
when we get back together, we will still be in initiative, but it's going to be much more chaotic than before.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
it was so smooth before with all of these soldiers.
Oh, wait,
And
yeah.
like 5 different factions.
First thing that happened to split the party.
This is true, and I
We
so
ain't
badly.
split the party. We're in eyesight. Come on.
Well,
Not
some
me.
of us.
Some of you.
Some of us.
Some
Yeah, but he's doing
of
better than us.
you.
Like, can you imagine seeing this?
It's pretty obvious something massive just happened out in the courtyard. So I'm thinking that might be a negotiating tool for Dirk in the next round. We shall see.
Yeah, let's
okay.
see what happens.
Okay. Hey, thanks for joining us on this session. This crazy, dangerous, kind of, I feel like the culmination of lots of stuff happening right now. Remember to tell your friends about us, join us on Patreon, join us on Discord, and until we get together next time, we hope you have a great time.